$5 million US, change the direction to give away free stuff to people and running on NEM blockchain for the governments. I'm the regional head for South Asia for NEM, and one of the exciting things that we committed to do is actually to build Asia's largest blockchain center in Kuala Lumpur. Basically, it's a 10,000 square feet facility. It's a state-of-the-art, and it also has a few purpose. The whole idea is that we want people to use the center as a place of learning about blockchain and about the technology, about the cryptocurrency, and it's a go-to place if you are in Malaysia to come and visit. The other thing why we built that center is also to house our support center for the region, for those people who are developing in NEM technology. And at the same time, because last year we also announced that we're going to spend $5 million US to create a NEM venture fund. And this venture fund actually is a seed capital funding for any small companies or startup companies that want to develop enterprise solutions for blockchain, especially for NEM blockchain, running on NEM blockchain for governments, for the private sector. And we want to house these companies as incubator in our center also. And of course, when it involves young people, you want to create some hot desk for the young people as a co-working. The whole idea is to let the young people rub with each other and learn from each other in developing enterprise solutions on NEM blockchain. And it'll be like a place of learning and training. And of course, we have a cafe inside so that the young people have the good coffee when they work. So this will open in December this year, and we hope to do an official launch maybe in the earlier the year and to fill it. And we already have 5 companies that will be parked there. Yeah.
Sounds really fascinating. I hope I can travel to Kuala Lumpur next year and maybe get to your hub. So it's a big place where everybody, like all the NEM fans and all the NEM connected firms and offices can be collected all together.
Yes, correct. And then at the same time, what we do is we have corporate partners. Like one of them we're talking to is possibly Panasonic Malaysia. The whole idea is that a lot of corporates want to learn about blockchain, but they just don't know how to engage or learn it. So we say, come to our center, and they can do events in our center. And we just want the corporate people who are attending their events at our center and says, what is this blockchain? How can it help my business? How can it help us as individuals? So when they ask a question, we'll go like, aha, we can tell you about those. So that's where we want to start the conversation, because especially in Asia, a lot of the conversation evolved around cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin investments, and so forth. We want to kind of change the direction a little bit in terms of the conversation so that people talk more about the technology and what they can do with it. The Bitcoin or cryptocurrency part is only a portion of this technology.
It's what I'm trying to tell people within my blog too, because like blockchain is not only about money, it's more about like future of lifestyle, and it's very different. So this hub will not only be about NEM, but general like informational and educational platform for people to get to know about blockchain, yes?
Yes, we were inspired by visiting a blockchain center in Melbourne. It's a smaller facility, but basically what it does is, the whole idea is that to educate and inform people about the world of cryptocurrency, the world of blockchain. We even visited a school, Nara School. It's a primary school in Melbourne, where they actually had a primary kids learning about blockchain.
Wow.
So we were inspired, and we said we got to do something like that in Malaysia, so that, like for example, in our center we have a blockchain museum. The whole idea in the museum is when young people come, they cannot touch and feel blockchain because it's all virtual and crypto and all that. So we say, here is how a mining rig looks like, here's how a node looks like, so they can actually come to the museum and see. We also, next to it, have a library. The whole idea is that it's a form of reference, because very few publications are available today, other than white papers on ICOs, right? So we want young people to learn about how blockchain is going to propel them into the 21st century and how it will affect us as citizens of a country. and how it will change the way we transact and do business with each other as companies.
That sounds really fantastic, and what I like in it that you try to expand these borders of people who knows about blockchain. Because as for now, there is a lot of information, but it's all it can be very geeky, very difficult, or still it's all about ISOs and stuff like that. So you need to be very clear and very simple to attract more people and reveal how this works, all these schemes. So I like that you go into that direction.
Yes. Well, for NEM, we are an open source platform. So my job is really fun. It's to give away free stuff to people and teach them about the free stuff. And the nice thing about NEM, I'm very fortunate to be involved with NEM Foundation, both as a council member and also as a regional person, is as we see companies change because of blockchain, become more efficient, become a little bit better at what they do, I think that our job is done that way. And even though we are in the fintech exhibition currently, and there are many companies involved in the financial technology, right? So what I feel is blockchain is more powerful if it's in non-fintech applications. I mean, how it will improve the way we help the unbanked, or how we improve the lives of people in, let's say, in Cambodia, or even in countries that need that kind of support. I think blockchain can be one very powerful tool to reduce the kind of like the friction involved in bringing these countries up also, right?
Let me ask you, are you talking also about, for example, digital passes, that digital documents people can get in those countries who are like more in difficult situations?
Actually, it's true. You have seen blockchain being used in, let's say, citizens who are fleeing the countries and where they lost everything, and now they need to rebuild their identity, be it ownership of their papers, their personal identity, their passports, and all that. So all this need to be built, but how do you build it for people where never had the record? And now this is where blockchain can come in, because today with biometric technology and all that, you also need to develop systems for it. But with blockchain, because it's scalable and it's low cost, it's very easy to power such systems today. And of course, when it's secure, like blockchain, and it's tamper-proof, that's where it makes it even better. Because if you were to use current systems to do something like that, it will probably cost a lot more money, right?
So you work in Malaysia, for example, and can you tell me about governmental situation, like attitude to blockchain? Do they already implement it, or they're still in the process of learning how it works?
Well, I would say for this, everybody is learning, both the companies, the government sector, but they know that they understand that blockchain may be the future, but unfortunately sometimes due to maybe media or maybe bad media, the conversation evolves around the bad stuff of Bitcoin, the bad stuff of cryptocurrency, or the frauds or whatever that come about. So what we're trying to do is, I think, as more people talk about the good that blockchain can do, then it changes the conversation a lot for the better.
So we pray for the best. Thank you so much for the interview. It was very nice to talk to you.
Have a good time in Singapore and then learn about the fintech world of out here in Asia. Thank you.
Thank you.